Hi Cancer, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarobyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarobyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2015. It's quite a phenomenal month for a lot of us Cancerian. We have some very intense planetary movements that are happening. We have Jupiter that is entering Virgo for the first time in 12 years. We have Saturn that is going direct in Scorpio, and this aspect is only going to be happening after the next 27 years. And we then have the gorgeous Venus, and she's going to be going retrograde the entire month. We begin the month Cancerians with Saturn going direct in a part of your chart that speaks about love, it speaks about creativity, it also speaks about children. And this is a final transit for the next 27 years. So make full use, take full advantage of this particular transit. Now Saturn over here simply impedes spontaneity, and this is a part in your chart that really speaks about, feeling very inspirational, motivated, or really creative. A lot of you could find it being a challenge that you're not being able to be that spontaneous as far as ideas or creativity is concerned. Even as far as relationships are concerned, you will find that you are having to maybe the fun element in the relationships, you're having to look at them quite seriously. Maybe that is something that could be just lacking. You could just not be you could not be feeling that inspired in a relationship. And this is a time wherein that you also will be, for some of you it could be a time of overwork or hard work, and you could be just finding it a tough time to get away and take those breaks away and generally have a good relaxing time. So Saturn over here is also teaching you discipline, though Saturn is not too happy being in this house. It's also a time wherein that Saturn is asking you to not look at relationships so seriously. Maybe you just need to be enjoying life and you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship. Or maybe for some of you, you have taken the relationships very casually, that you don't really want the commitment that comes along, or the discipline, or maybe because it also speaks about how it is that you value, how it is that you honor relationships, especially love relationships. It could be that you have been thinking or taking them very casually in the past, and this is a time where Saturn is coming and it's telling you, that you need to be changing how you look at your relationships, at your love relationships, and also maybe not get so at the same time get so bogged down about it. So of course not be very frivolous and very casual about it, but you need to be taking responsibility. You need to be accountable for the relationships that you are in. Now Jupiter is going to be entering Virgo for the first time in 12 years, and he is going to be aspecting a part of your chart that has to do with the learning, it has to do with communication. And Jupiter is detriment over here. That simply means that normally Jupiter comes and it really expands and it overindulges, and it would have sort of enhanced your ability to learn and communicate. But out here, because Jupiter is detriment, it's just that it's not really going to be in its, oh my god, that crow. It just seems that Jupiter is not going to be in its full element. He's just going to be feeling quite confined. He's going to be not as give its maybe the good fortune, or maybe be in its really element. It's not retrograde and it's not harmful either, but it is not there in its full element. So it's a time wherein that a lot of you should be looking at a skill set. Maybe you need to be learning something more. It's a good time for students, for some of you who have been applying for higher education, colleges, and it's a time wherein that you need to be honing your education, your skill set more. You need to be getting better through education and whatever it is that you're doing right now. And it can also be that a lot of you could be in a space where a lot of knowledge is being shared with you. So it could just be sharpening you more. It could just be sort of be making you far more better at what you already do at your work. For some of you, I think it's being asked of that you can earn better money, you can be better at what you're doing if you were just to maybe learn that about your work a little bit more. So it's there. There are opportunities to travel, to study abroad are also over there. For some of you, you could decide to buy a new car or some transportation during this time, and it can also be, it's just a very easy and a smooth time. You'll be finding it commuting to work very easy. You'll be if you're traveling, it will be very smooth. The communication around it will be very smooth. So it's just generally a very conducive time for learning, and it's a great time to be traveling as well. You'll be able to find some time quite easily without making too much of an effort. Now Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, sex, money, and also values, is going to be retrograde this entire month, and she is going to be going retrograde in a part of your chart that speaks about self-worth, and it's a time that you are being asked to reassess how much is it that you earn, what is the money that you're making right now, and it's also a time wherein that you are being asked to look at your budgets. You're being asked to rather budget. And for those of you who have been going a little crazy spending and not worrying, it's a time wherein that you're being encouraged to relook at also where you're working, how much it is that you're earning, and then in turn how much it is that you're spending. So all this needs to be reassessed, it needs to be looked at. And the thing with Venus retrograde is that, while it does affect the money bit of it, and it looks at the outer beauty and so on and so forth, but a lot of focus gets onto the things that we really value. Your sense of self-worth. What is it that you really value? Who it is? What is it that you really think that you bring on the table? And it's really a time wherein that you could be looking at all these aspects, and you could be looking at whether or not whether you have money, and how it is hence that you look at your relationship. So if someone can really afford to give you the time of their lives, should you be treating them differently vis-a-vis somebody who's really nice and sweet to you and maybe doesn't have that kind of money, and how it is that you treat that person. So a lot of that, and because that in turn reflects how it is that you treat yourself, your sense of self-worth, how it is that you value yourself. With the materialistic, it's because you think, oh, I can buy this, hence I have a certain attitude. And then there is a sense of grounding and humbleness when you are in gratitude of what you have, what you can afford, and in turn how it is that you behave with people. So a lot of focus is there, Cancerian, on this, on self-worth, on earned income, on money. And it's just a time that you can also feel that you're not really earning enough as much as you should be, and is it really worth it? So that is something that you need to be reassessing as well. It's a good time to be doing that, and because this is something that can later on cause a lot of discontentment around it. So a lot of work, Cancerians, and especially with Saturn going direct in Scorpio, I think a lot of work needs to be done on self, on how it is that you value relationships, and with a sense of whether it's being trivial or it's being casual, and then of course a lot of focus on self-worth as well. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.